Hi, welcome back to the Turtle Engineer YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be teaching you how to make multicolored 3D prints like this without a multicolor 3D printer. So I'll teach you how to make any symbol or logo into a multicolor 3D print without using a multicolor 3D printer. So this print, I thought of a technique that I don't know if it's been used before. If it has, I'll try to find it and link it down in the description, but I kind of thought of this on the go. It's technique where I started with the white color, then swapped to black, then swapped to red, then swapped to blue. I don't know if you can see that, but they're all in different layers. So I just paused it and switched the filament, and now I have this cool looking 3D print. Another method I use that I won't be showing in this video, but is really possible, is this that I made for Mother's Day. So I pretty much printed a black outline, then I printed the red parts, I printed the red parts, then I printed the blue parts, I printed the yellow parts, and then I printed the purple one. Printed them all separately and glued them all together, so the black was kind of like a frame, and I just put the pieces in. I also made a stand for this, so it could stand pretty nicely. But I will not be showing this in this video. I will be teaching you how to do this, because this is more simple for beginners, and this one is a little more advanced. Let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, you have to find an image. This is what I used for my model. I kind of took this, I found a image that had the logo that I wanted because I couldn't find this logo. I couldn't find it anywhere else. Like, um, what's it called? I couldn't find the logo by itself, but I found this with one of the characters and a background. So I thought, okay, so I took this, I downloaded it. After I downloaded it, I went into this website. It's remove.bg. I'll have all of these linked down below. But this website is called remove.bg. Okay, so I brought my image into this website called remove.bg. It can automatically remove the background of any image. So I just took the symbol. This is the image, and I just told it to remove it. So it removed the background, but you can see that it's the symbol that I want and the character. I don't want the character. So I would click erase or restore. I'd select erase, and I would just erase the character. See, and now we only have this ranked symbol. So I could download this, and then if we downloaded this, it says a PNG now, right? So we would come over here into convertio.co, and we would choose our file, which is the ranked dot, and it usually adds remove.bg preview. So we have this, and we want to convert it into SVG, which is what we can import into Tinkercad. So we would click convert. You would download this. Once you download this, you can import it into Tinkercad. See? But you see, now this doesn't look like what we were aiming for. This is what we just imported, this gray model, and this is what we want to reach. This isn't the same thing, as you may notice. So how do we get it to become like the finished model? Because if I printed this, all these the eyes would be separate and they would fall out after the printing, and the nose would be separate, and everything would be kind of separate. Also, it doesn't give the same look as the white background and the different colors. This was all in one print. This was all in one print. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna use that. Once you have it removed, don't convert it into an SVG just yet. We're gonna actually take it into a website that I found that's called remove. It's this one. So it's imageonline.tools/remove-color. I'll have this linked below. First of all, you select your image. So I will select the PNG, and we have this. So let's say I want to get the red only. So I would select black. So we selected black and we click remove. Let's do black as the okay. So as you noticed, I just clicked on blue and I told it to remove, and then over here it only removed like 3 pixels. Why is that? It's because we have the distance set really low. I found around 46 works well for me. So if I click remove, most of the black is removed now. So that's pretty good. So now I'll download this. I'm gonna select an image, put this one in. Oh, that's the SVG. Sorry. So now we select an image. We select the newer one without the black. So now let's say we wanted to get the blue side only. So you'd select the color drop. We'd select the white. We'd remove it. So now you see we don't have white. Now we download this and open it, and then remove the red, and we would have the blue side. You can repeat this for each color. Then I ended up having around 4 of these, which I already converted into SVGs, but pretty much you put it back into Convertio. You convert more files. You select the 4 files you had, and then you convert them into SVG, which is the only file that you can actually import into Tinkercad. So now that you have these SVGs, we import the SVGs. So it's these 4 right here. I labeled them with the symbol name, and then not select these all at once. Okay, so let's say we wanted to import the red side first. So you'd import it. You see it's now like this, and that's pink. So we'll just go ahead over here into Tinkercad, and we'll change the color to red just to make it easier. So now we have the red part down, and we will click import. We'll do the next one. So let's do the blue one. And what I would recommend is not moving any of these parts because they're all already centered, like they're already all lined up when we use the image. So we don't really need to move them, center them, because as you may notice, they're already centered. But now, it didn't fully remove all of it in this image. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna hide this one by selecting the shape, and we're going to click the light bulb that appears on the menu. So when we click the light bulb, it hides the shape temporarily. So we can just take a whole cube, merge these two, and now we only have this shape. And then to bring back the red side, you would click on this light bulb again, and you would have the red back. So now we can do this again for the white. Okay, that's the issue I had. For some reason, the white one wasn't working. So I would import the black one next. Okay, so I see that it's here now. So we're gonna change the color again. The way you change your color is you select this shape. When the menu pops up, you click on solid and change the color to whatever color you want. So I'll do black because it's the black part. So the white one didn't work, and I'm still not sure why. So I was like, huh, okay, that's weird. So let's find a workaround to this. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but what I did was I just took a cylinder, I flattened it to make it just a circle. I think this one was 10 millimeters. Oops. So now if you hold shift and you select the corner, you can scale this object. If I didn't hold shift, this would go all wonky. So you want to hold shift and you could scale the object. So you'll put it on top of this. I'll scale it until it covers the entire thing. So you can see there's still some black over there, but the other side's covered. So I'm just gonna try moving it over, and it needs to be just a little bit bigger. And now you have this, and the shape is completely covered. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna bring this down. This middle, this white one, is the height or the thickness of the thing. So we're gonna make this. We're gonna set the number to 10. So now what you want to do is you want to move this away. Select these 3, and you're gonna merge them. They're not gonna be keep the same colors, but for now you can do this. And the reason we want to do this is because if we wanted to eyeball this, we can get it as perfect as we want, but you probably won't get it perfectly centered. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select both shapes. I have both shapes selected. I would go to here, which is the align tool. You can either press L or go up here to the top right and click the 2 little rectangles. When you click align, these new dots appear. You want to click the middle one here at the bottom and the middle one here on the left. So now they're aligned. Now that I'm looking at it, I notice that it's still not fully on the model, so I'm going to deselect them, make this bigger, make this 10. I'm going to select, oops, I'm going to select both models, click the align tool, and align them again. So now the full model is in the center. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to bring this up so they have a different depth, and we're going to unmerge them by clicking the oops. When you select the model, you want to click the square and the circle that are not together, which is the shortcut for that is listed on below the ungroup tool, which is Control Shift G. So I'll just click here, and that ungroups them, as you may notice, and now you can modify each one individually. So now what we're going to do is the way I made this was by switching the color in between each print. Like, not each print. In between every layer that needed a color shift, I changed it, and I can't really see it, but I changed it after wherever I specified that the stop should be. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move this. So this is 10. So for this one, I made each color 2 millimeters thick, except white, which was the base, because I wanted a bigger base. So what I'm gonna do now is this is 10. So I'm gonna do this one as 12. And then the red one, set the height to 14. And then on the blue one, I'm going to set the height to 16. Wait, yeah. So now I have all of them set to different heights. Now once we do this, each color is at a different height, and we can go into the slicer and we can tell we can figure out after we slice the model what height we need to pause the print and actually change the color. So once you finish making this model, I'm just going to use the one over here because this one I spent a little more time on than this one. So once you do this, you can take your model and click export. When you get here, you'd go down to for 3D print, and my personal preference is .stl, but you can also do OBJ or GLB. I think it's most popular to do STL. You'd click this, and as you can see, yeah, it downloaded the file. So now I have the file, this model downloaded. So I can go into my preferred slicer, which currently is for my K1 Max, which I'm going to be doing this print on, is the Creality Slicer 5.0. I'm going to go to File, Import Model File. Then you're going to go into whatever you named your file, and you're going to open it. So now you see you have this on the build plate, and you can do whatever you want. You can scale it, you can move it, you can rotate it to however you need to print it. I printed it flat so that I could change the colors vertically. So if I looked at it straight on, I would see the different colors. So I'm going to just click Slice Plate, and now you can see we have one colored model. You might be wondering, how do you know when you're going to print it? Do you just eyeball it? No, you don't eyeball it. What you're going to want to do is you're going to look at the slider right here on the right, and this shows where the layers stop. So this is layer 1, you just put down your first layer, and you want to go up until you see wherever you can see the so I have it color coordinated. It says here it's the top surface is this red color. So you want to look for wherever your top surface shows up on the part you're doing. So the white part, the top surface showed up, and that's on layer 25. So I noted this down, and then I said switch to black now. So now let's imagine that I switched the color to black. It's going up, and then you can see here that when this is the black part, you can see the the top layer gets printed at layer 35. So I'm going to write down layer 35, the black is done, and you're going to switch to red, which is this right side. This is going to be red. So now look at this, and I know I keep going up. Oh, and I look, and at layer 45, the red part is done. So I write that down that at layer 45, the red part's going to be done. Then I switch to blue. And at blue, I will take this, and you don't have to monitor it anymore. you can just let it finish printing because there's no other colors besides that. So you have this print now. It's multicolored. Now just for some tips when you're printing this, is that you're gonna want to. So while it was paused, I retracted it. I got the filament out and I fed the new color in. What you don't want to do is just start printing immediately again, because that's gonna still have in the nozzle. There's still gonna be your old color, and it's not gonna give the nicest look to it because part of it is not the right color. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to extrude some or push some through the hot end because it's usually hot enough for you to just push it through. You just push some filament through until you see the color visually change on the filament that's coming out of the nozzle. Uh, because usually multicolor printers would have a purge block or a way to purge the filament. This is called purging. So, the color, the bottom has the same color all the way. So you're gonna want to manually purge the filament. Other than that, that's pretty much it. You should be able to do this. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and I will help. I will hopefully answer them and help you out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.